We gotta watch this. We gotta watch this. Welcome to the Flicks Picks and the Nitpicks. Yay, let's get it. It's your boys, Nove718. And what we about to do is look at, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I am looking forward to X-Men Dark Phoenix. Yeah, I'm gonna see it. Probably see it this weekend, but I will be seeing it. Yeah. They dropped some clips out. I'm gonna go review some clips. I never done that before. We're gonna do it today. You know what I'm saying? Because why not? I seen it up on my feed. Actually, I seen a clip with a title very interesting that other people were reviewing, and it kind of seemed like the energy was like the Batwoman trailer. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna go check it out. It's just on my ex-women. I was like, okay, I don't know where that's coming from, but let me go check this joint out. And you know me, man, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you guys about how I feel about what I feel about. So let's get it. Let's get it. I really like that costume, man. I really do. But I'm still not a fan of Beast.
That's enough,
just
boys and girls. That's enough.
hulking out. You're supposed to always be Beast.
The X-Men have today done an incredibly brave thing. They've once again proved to humanity exactly why they need us. People like yourselves.
Looks good.
The president sends his regards as well as his heartfelt gratitude. And as for myself, I've never been prouder. Enjoy yourselves. You certainly deserve it. In fact, you all do. No more class at the end of the day. Jean? You gave us quite a scare up there. How are you feeling?
Actually, I feel fine.
Hank? Yeah. Will you take a look at Jean? Standard medical for anyone injured in the field. Thank you.
You know, the president was almost sending his condolences. She should be dead.
Thankfully, she's not.
I basically did everything. I mean, Jean did a little, like, towards the end, but it was mostly on me.
I really do like the costume, man.
You put us in danger, Charles. You put those kids in danger.
They're not kids anymore, Raven. And I care about their safety just as much as you do.
Are you sure about that? Because we're taking
I like the fact that they're addressing that.
And for what? Please.
He is sending them out on
Your
mission.
ego. Being on the cover of magazines, getting a medal from the president. You like it, don't you?
As opposed to being hunted and despised. Well, you know, actually, I do.
That makes sense.
It's all just a means to an end, Raven.
What end is that?
Keeping us safe. You should understand better than anyone that we're only ever one bad day away from them starting to see us as the enemy again.
So what? We wear matching costumes and smile in pictures
That
to make
is a
everyone
small
feel
price
safe?
to pay for keeping the peace.
By risking our
like
people
this.
to save theirs.
Yes, yes.
It's funny. I can't actually remember the last time you were the one risking something. And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to X-Women.
Really?
Ladies and gentlemen of NASA, this is Charles Xavier. Help is on the way.
We're doing space missions now. Cool.
We get the astronauts, we bring them home. Go.
All right,
Heat
man.
signature's rising fast.
We gotta get out of here.
I like how it looks. I love the
Jean?
spaces.
Where is she?
She should be dead.
Did you hear what the kids are calling you? Phoenix.
Hello, Jean.
Who are you?
The better question is, who are you?
Something's happening to me. When I lose control, bad things happen. But it feels good.
That power destroyed everything it ever came into contact with. Until you. The X-Men fear you. And what they fear, we seek to destroy.
I like the trailer. I really like the trailer a lot.
She'll kill us all.
I hope that story about how they changed the ending from space to
Well done.
ending on the train. because they didn't want to seem like another film at the run time. They're talking about Captain Marvel. I hope that's not true.
Are you threatening me?
That's right.
That would be a bad idea.
I really like the trailer a lot. I actually like the scene. I just wish people would understand that. And I'm coming from it, and I really rather deal with it artistically. It looked like it might fit in the scene. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fan of how they've made Raven a big part of X-Men, because that's not exactly the case. So you have to judge it on what it looks like for the film. I mean, in their universe. So part of it for me was like, where would that come from? Thinking of X-Men in the whole, you know. But into the film thing, I'm trying to think like, we always had strong female characters, but it never was like it was just females saving. To be honest, you could argue Wolverine was just too much in the X-Men. So it just felt like, where would you get that statement from? You know, but you got to take it within the context of that film, because off of their universe even. And when I say just their universe starting from Apocalypse and she was there since the previous two films. Prior to that, Days of Future Past and First Class. So it's like, what do you mean? Unless you're talking about like Moira, but she's not an X-Men. You will argue, since she's been in the universe, you didn't really see a lot of female characters that been linked on like that. I mean, it was always the Wolverines and then Jean. But in context, maybe that works better in that film. You know? I don't know where that line would come from. And I'll be honest with you, like, it probably would have been, we probably wouldn't have thought about it had it not been for films like Batwoman. I mean, the trailer for Batwoman and Ghostbusters that came out. This current climate of bringing all these exterior issues that I'm not going to say as filmmakers you should not engage in incorporating a lot of things that's going on in this day and age into it. But this is something else. We're actually putting it way on the nose more than it needs to be, and probably even more than it is in the actual film. I mean, if you have trailer people making these trailers, they need to leave that type of shit out of it. Judging by the climate, you might be hindering yourself more than what it is, or showing something that the show or the film isn't even exactly leaning on like that. So it'll just take people out of it like, man, it's going to be like this all over again. I don't want to be beat over the head with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially for a lot of people that feel like this is not nothing new, so it's nothing to make a big deal about. You know, this is actually out here. I have no problem addressing it within the film, but in terms of promoting it, I don't think it's needed. But in the film, the line actually may work, you know. So I mean, I like the trailer. I like the trailer. The trailer came on the end. The clip looks actually good. The scene, as long as it's works, because we're hearing too much extra stuff being shoved in marketing value for it, and the film might not necessarily be all about that. You know, or even the show, like I said. And back in the 90s, even if it was something that we would push to market in the 90s, it would have worked then, because it wasn't a political move. It was just more of a marketing strategy. Now, unless they're using this as a marketing strategy, because I hear the projections are looking vastly low. I think in the $50,000 range, the lowest opening for X-Men, I think it may even be, you know, especially in its modern incarnations. With that being said, if we're not in the 90s where it would have worked and we could have marketed that way, a lot of these, like I said from before, a lot of these films may not actually be wrapped around it so much. Like it might not be the most poignant thing in the film. And like I said, nowadays, unless you're using it as like, people are talking about it now more than they have been for a while, mostly shitting on it. So unless you're going with bad publicity, any bad publicity is still good publicity, if that's the angle you're going with, then I see where you're coming from, because it's putting it in the public domain. People are actually talking about it. May not be in the most favorable way, but at least it's on people's radar a little bit more to be talked about. And maybe the people that weren't even going to come, maybe the other side, now that one might make them want to come anyway. It's all about, at this point, trying to recoup as much as you can, because it seemed like people just looking towards the MCU X-Men film, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, we have this film in front of us. We didn't look past Endgame. We enjoyed Endgame for what it is. Like, why can't we just enjoy this? I mean, X-Men has way more great films than they not. And I like the deeper storytelling that they're attempting to suggest with the trailer. So, and I'd even argue they've kind of went a little bit more that direction, trying to be a little bit more serious with their films, and still enjoying, especially on the latter half, the colors that come with it. There is a marriage you can make, and I think X-Men has a lot of good costume designs. There's so much great stuff that they've done within their own universe, that I think that we should have just chucked it out all the way out like that, the way it seems like we're doing. So I don't know if this, like I said, they're just pushing it this way, like, fuck it, man, we're just trying to, if the mainstream people ain't coming, cut the video like this so we could get other people to come in and enjoy. You know what I mean? That enjoy the identity politics of it. You know what I mean? Probably it's not even a big deal in the film. And like I said, I don't know what female prominent characters are they gonna make Storm really take a big leap forward in this film. Are they gonna really push, Jean forward? I mean, and if they're doing that so much, we know Raven is gonna be a bigger part. Then where are we gonna go with the other characters like Cyclops? I mean, Cyclops gonna be pushed off to the side again. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But I'll look at the clip again, and this time we're just gonna really focus on just what we see in the actual clip that may actually resonate a little bit more. So let's cue this bad boy up and go. All right, go. I still love the costumes, man. It's such a better way to go. It's very simple, sleek, straight to the point. So you navigate from the black leather to a different type of material, navy blue, yellow. It's still a uniform. It makes sense. I really love the costume.
Never been prouder. Enjoy yourselves. You certainly deserve it. In fact, you all do. No more class at the end of the day. Jean?
And I hope they really flesh Jean and Cyclops' relationship out.
Hank? Yeah. Would you take a look at Jean? Standard medical for anyone injured in the field. Thank you.
You know, the president was almost sent.
Why doesn't she just stay blue?
She should be dead.
Thankfully, she's not.
I basically did everything. I mean, Jean did a little, like, towards the end.
And I do like the fact
mostly all me.
That they're going to try to address the fact that he does have his students out there fighting
danger,
while he sits in the chair. So it's real interesting that they want to play with that a little bit.
Anymore, right?
And the angle they use to justify it, like his pictures with the I guess
sure
with the
that?
president. That's what they said.
We're taking bigger and bigger risks, and for what? Please, tell me it's not your ego. You know,
And I like that.
Magazine's getting a medal from the president.
Yeah.
You like it, don't you?
I like that kind of angle.
Well, you know, actually, I do.
And his answer makes sense.
What end is that?
I'd rather be cool with them and play and look good in the public than be out here hiding because they scared of us. We're one bad day away from that. He was just trying to be ahead of it.
Keeping the peace.
By risking our people to save theirs.
Yes, yes.
That's his understanding.
It's funny. I can't actually remember the last time you were the one risking something. And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to Ex-Women.
Ladies and gentlemen of NASA,
Alright.
Xavier. Help is on the
Like I said, I like the scene. I actually like the scene. I think it might work because she's coming at him by his ego. So she's coming for him. And he's actually hitting her back with logic. Like, she's like, yo, you got us out here running around fighting your battles. And this is, please tell me it's not because of your ego, because I see you politicking, taking the medals while we hit the streets and we really out here fighting for us. And remember, this is the same Mystique that they've created where she's on some, we're still helping other people that don't give a damn about us. Please tell me this ain't got shit to do with your ego, because I see you getting medals and all of that while we out here fighting the fight. And then now I don't know what the other ladies, I mean, there seems to be more ladies on the team, I guess, now because of Storm, Raven, I mean Mystique, and Jean versus Cyclops and Beast. Oh no, and Nightcrawler. So it's a good even thing. So I don't know where she's going with it, but I could understand if it was a lot of the female characters at this point in the film that was busting their ass, doing a damn thing over and over and over again. Maybe it's a montage or something, taking a lot of risk. And remember, they already showing that Jean took a risk already. So I guess that already happened in space where she already got hit with the Phoenix Force.
The girl died.
That being said,
She's still our friend.
I can see where that line will work, because now she's coming at him like the ego, and he's like, well, look, I'm being preemptive. I'd rather them take medals, us take medals, and yeah, I might be Cowtown when I'm admitting to it. Maybe I'd rather do that than it go the other way, because we know what they can do to us. And remember one thing, we're still just one bad day away from being on their bad side. We do not want to play with that. So she's like, you know what, F it. In her outro, the best thing she could come up with was well, the F it, maybe you should change it to Ex-Women, because it seems like we're doing most of the saving most of the men around here. It just seemed like that was the best she could come up with to leave an argument. And it might could work in with respect to the film. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, man. But you let me know what you guys think, man. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time. And as always, I'll have a better outro. Chill. And I can see how people feel, though. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I do see how y'all could feel. But give it a chance.
Bring them home. Go.
Heat signature's rising fast.
We gotta get out of here.
Where's Jean?
Where is she? Jean!
It's funny. I can't actually remember the last time you were the one risking something. And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to Ex-Women.
And I can see how people feel, though. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I do see how y'all could feel. But give it a chance.